Welcome back, friends. It's Rhonda with the Salem, Ohio Public Library, bringing a tech video to you today about Google Docs. So, I just want to give a little bit of an explanation first as to what Google Docs is. Google Docs is technically called a word processing program. It is the free equivalent of Microsoft Word. And for those who are a little new to their tech journey, just so you know, a word processing document or program is really just saying an electronic piece of paper. So if you're looking to learn how to type something out and come back to it later, maybe you need to print something, maybe you need to edit something, then you would use a word processor, and Google Docs is the free version of that. So to get to Google Docs, you would just go up to your address bar here, and I'll tell you, I just say Google, I typed in Google Docs, and come right down here. The very first thing I come to is a Google Docs website. So it's google.com/docs. So, or you can actually access it simply by opening up a Google browser, going over here to this dot matrix, which is also Google Apps. And you can just scroll down until you find Google Docs. Okay. For those just starting out, if this is something you think you're going to be using a lot, I would definitely suggest that you bookmark this page. And you can do that just by scrolling over in your address bar, and you keep going over and over and over. And you hit the star, or maybe your browser might have a heart, who knows? And then you're just going to go ahead and hit that star, and you're going to make sure that it's on your bookmarks bar, and you're going to go ahead and hit done. And so mine ended up here. Okay. So to open this up, all you're going to do is make sure you hit your sign in button, and you're going to sign in. Mine automatically let me in because I was already signed into my Google account. If you were not, you would just simply put your email address and your password. I get a lot of questions about whether or not you have to have an email to use this. Yes, you do. I have not found a workaround. I'm not sure that there is one out there. You have to have an email address that you know the email address and password to, so that if you ever get locked out of your account, or if you ever lose access to your specific computer, you can retrieve your important documents anywhere in the world as long as you know your email address and your password. So if you don't have one, I suggest you create one. But if you have something other than a Gmail account, that's okay. You can use any email address that you have. All right. So to get started with this, we're just going to go ahead and hit blank document. And for those who are curious, all of these other documents here, these are called templates. So if you wanted to quickly create a resume, but you didn't really know what the best look would be, you can go ahead and click on a template here and just insert your own information. But for today's video, we're going to just do a blank document. And the first thing you want to do is you want to go up to the left where it says untitled document. You want to give it a name. And you do that by just clicking in the box. And then you can either hit backspace and then start typing, or once it's all blue like that, you can just start typing away. So let's say I wanted to make a poem. And then when I click out of there, it's now labeled Poetry 1. Now this here is just a little, I don't know, it's like a fake font that's letting you know that you can, it's a placeholder font. Like you could go ahead in there and type the @ symbol and someone's email address, and you can actually make them part of this document, and they can collaborate with you in real time. But if that's, a little too much for now, really, let's just get the basics down. We see where our cursor is. I could say, roses are red, violets are blue, and so on. Now, let's say that I'm all done. In most Word programs or word processing programs, you have to go to File and go to Save As. But the nice thing here is that this automatically saves for you, so you don't even have to worry about that. In fact, if you open this File tab, there's not even a save option here because it will automatically do that for you. So now that we're all done with what we were typing, I'm going to go ahead and just exit out. And now you're probably wondering, well, how would I retrieve that document? So it's really simple. You would just open your Google browser again. You can either go here to your bookmark. You could go over here to your Google Apps, or you could type it up in this email or the address bar. I'm going to go simple and use my bookmark. I just clicked on it. And now, as you can see, it shows my very most recent work here, right here, poetry number 1. And that is how you would retrieve your document. Now, this is different than Microsoft Word, because when you use Word, you are actually saving your document to your physical computer most of the time. Some people use cloud storage like OneDrive as well. But for the most part, you're saving it to your actual computer. So you're not doing that here, though. You are saving this to the cloud pretty much, or actually just the online, storage. So it's not taking up any room on your computer, and it's accessible anywhere in the world as long as you know your email and password. All right, so I think that's a good beginning point for everyone today, and I will make sure to follow up next week with a little more in detail look at Google Docs. All right, everybody, have a phenomenal day today.